Ready? We'll begin. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Krishan Mohan Pathak from Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Rajkiya Mahavidyalaya Saidpur Ghazipur. I am here to present my treasure presentation for the refresher course on the topic law of demand. Basically, demand for a commodity refers to the desire to buy a commodity backed with sufficient purchasing power and the willingness to spend. For example, you desire to have a car, but you don't have enough money to buy it. Then the desire will remain just wishful thinking, and it will not be called a demand. In spite of having enough money, you do not want to spend it on the car, then that is also does not known as the demand. The desire become demand only when you are ready to spend money to buy the car. In economics, demand refers to effective demand, which implies three things. That is desire, means to purchase, and on willingness to spend the money on that particular commodity. If we are going to state the features of the demand, then that have desires and demands and price, point of time, and utility. The objective of this discussion will be to know about the law of demand. Basically, law of demand states that there are inverse relationship between quantity demanded and price of the commodity. Means to say that if a consumer demand two ice cream, if the price of per ice cream is rupees 15, and four ice cream if the price per ice cream is rupees 10, that states that there are inverse relationship between demand of the commodity and price of the commodity and demand. Uh, the demand relation between prices and demand based on the demand schedule, and demand schedule is that schedule which express the relation between different quantities of the commodity demanded at the different price. According to Samuelson, the table relating to price and quantity demanded is called a demand schedule, and demand curve is simply a graphic representation of demand schedule. Demand schedule and demand curve are of two types: individual demand schedules and market demand schedule. Individual demand schedule and individual demand curve refers to a tabular presentation of quantity of products demanded by an individual at different prices and different time. It is seen that as the price of the commodity increases, the quantity demanded tends to decline, and when price falls, the quantity demanded increases. The slope of individual demand curve is downward from left to right, that indicate the inverse relationship of demand with the prices. There are various determinants of the demand. Demand function shows the relationship between demand for a commodity and its various determinants. It shows how demand for a commodity is related to, say, price of the commodity or income of the consumer or other determinants. Uh, as a demand schedule, demand function is also two types: individual demand function and market demand function. Individual demand function shows how demand for a commodity by an individual consumer in the market is related to its various determinants. It is expressed as dx is function of px and other determinants of the demand. On the other hand, market demand function shows how market demand for a commodity is related to its various determinant. Uh, Price of the commodity is also affect the demand for the commodity. The law of demand states that other things being constant, the demand for the commodity is inversely related to its price. It implies that rise in price of commodity bring about a fall in its purchase and vice versa. Means when the prices goes up, quantity demanded goes down, and when the prices goes down, quantity demanded goes up. Price of related goods also affect the demand for the commodity. Demand for a commodity is also influenced by change of price of related goods, and these are two types. Substitute goods. These are the goods which can be substituted for each other, such as tea and coffee, or ball pen and ink pen. In case of such goods, increase in the price of one causes increase in the demand for the others, and decrease in the prices of one cause decrease in the demand for the others. Similarly, there are also complementary goods. Complementary goods are those which complete the demand for each other and therefore demanded together. For example, pen and ink, car and petrol. In case of complementary goods, a fall in the prices of one causes increase in the demand for the others, and rise in the prices of one causes decrease in the demand of others. So this is all about our discussion. So we can conclude law of demand states that there are inverse relationship between price of the commodity and their quantity demanded. Thank you.